Shanti Om. So we're here today with Gauri to explore a little bit of the deeper practices of yoga. So I'd like to start with asking Gauri about her background in yoga in general, whatever you'd like to share with us to sort of set
So
that.
I started with mantra meditation as a young child. I remembered it actually from my past lives, and I continued to meditate all through adolescence and into college and into my adult life. And then I started with yoga asana when I was 13 years old, and I developed a really deep practice. And then I came in contact with my mentor for mantra, Namadeva, or Thomas Ashley Farand. And then soon after that, I met my guru and went to India and began learning the deeper practices of ceremonies, pujas and homas. And that's when I met my mentor for Jyotish, or Eastern astrology. And then I spent many years in the ashram, and eventually my guru said to go and do work in the world, and that's how I ended up doing Jyotish and leading ceremonies and workshops and teaching at yoga trainings.
So that's great. Can you tell us a little bit about what, for those of us who may not know, what Jyotish yoga is?
So Jyotish means light of God or eyes of the divine, and it's a way of getting a bird's eye perspective on what your spiritual lessons are in this life. So it's very different from Western astrology. It looks at the sky differently, and it also has nakshastras or star signs, and there's over 100 different charts. So what we can do is we can look specifically at a career chart, a relationship chart, a health chart, and then there are also different astrological time periods when karma comes to the surface. So you may be doing a lot of practices, but feeling like there are still certain situations in your life that you would like to shift. So by looking at the chart, we can see what the karmic debts are, what actions need to be taken, and what practices and remedies can be done so that you can open up that area of your life and create harmony, which will bring you happiness and continued spiritual growth.
And so what's a remedy that many of us could do at home? What would be like, what would put Jyotish in a nutshell? What would the remedy be?
So a lot of remedies have to do with mantras, and then also physical action. So the way that you are within situations, or there can be certain karmic debts where offerings need to be done in specific ways on certain days. So a lot of people think with spiritual growth it has a lot to do with your own seated practices, but in reality it also has to do with the steps that you're taking in the outside world.
In the world, right? Okay. So, and how can we find out more? In the comment section, we'll put a link to Gauri's website, and we can explore from there. And we'll be back with some other videos in the future. And if you have any questions as well, you can put those in the comment section of the video, and we'll look into those, and we hope to see you soon.